Shalom to the nation of Israel, giving our honor and glorification to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadas. The true name of the Heavenly Father is His only begotten Son, and the Lashawan Kodash being the Holy Tongue. The Mons of the Apostle of GMS, Lord, when this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. The title of this lesson is going to be something along the lines of, it's rapido, because this is the #1 book in the world. We gotta understand that, and it's for a reason, man. Whether it be archaeologically, if that's a word, whether it be for historical purposes, whether it be for spiritual purposes, countless. This is the #1 book for a reason, not within the nation of Israel, Salakia, but within the whole world. Revelation chapter 19 verse 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. So we got to understand that pretty much this being the #1 book is for a reason. And how you understand this book is precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. But more so over is you need the Holy Spirit. You need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to have mercy on you to understand these and for it not to be a stumbling block. Because to a lot of the world and our own people, this is gibberish. This is Harry Potter. This is Chinese. So we're very blessed to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because it's true stability. 2 Peter chapter 3, starting at verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Why is that? That's because everyone is in gross darkness. Everyone is in deep slumber. Everyone is in deep sleep in the world, except for the elect, when the Lord will come. It says the elect shall be scarcely saved. Everyone is literally brain dead. Everyone's on their phone. There's literally new I don't know how I want to say it. New anatomy problems because of the neck bending. So you got literally zombies out here. You got people who are juiced up, and then these people about to have this chum bucket on their head. They about to be potato lays, originals. You brothers know what 13 and 6 is, In the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. For elements to melt with fervent heat, it has to be nuclear. It has to be more than fiery. It has to be on a level that has never been seen before, on a level that can pretty much dissipate humanity. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So anything that we made as slaves here, or other, or Esau or whatever, built up, it's gonna be done with. It got to be redone because it's defiled. It's through. Verse 11: seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So in other words, we can't be talking about BS when we link up, men of the Lord, or even shit. The Spirit even hop on you when you're talking to someone of the world, You having these things on your mind, only thing you want to utter is warning, That's when wisdom kicks in, not to cast out pearls before swine, You can't be vain babbling, and you gotta have your speech season, And speaking all the time, you're running out of season, You don't want to over talk and pretty much be talking to people that won't get it. But when we together, we gotta be in the spirit of prophecy. We gotta want the coming of the Lord. We gotta be excited of bad news for the world, because bad news for some is not bad news for all. It's not bad news for us at all. It's great news. Matter of fact, I just read before I did this lesson, within the next 6 months, Elon Musk will be pretty much, when they say they're working on something, especially in a time frame like that. Excuse me for my neck. For my coughing. My throat. Let me sit up straight. when you hear news like that, you know, when someone is building up that Revelation 13:6, it's already out, you know, it's already here, you know. So from the perspective of brothers, we got to be happy as hell, you know, we getting up out of here. Especially, like, you got to think about it from the position of, like, an apostle, you know, that's been in this thing for 30 plus years, an elder that's been in this thing for 20, 15 years, right? You know, Jake have always been in the spirit of, you know, the Lord come back tomorrow. And that's how we got to be, you know, so we could always be on point, so we don't get caught, you know, sleeping and to stay on fire. But these men have been waiting diligently, you know, waking up other brothers, you know, staying fast, you know. So us being younger brothers, oh shit, speaking of myself first and foremost, you know, I got to be excited, you know, I'm getting up out of here, you know. Yeah, it might not be tomorrow, but you got to be in that spirit of, you know, we ain't gonna, how should I say it? We ain't leaving tomorrow, but we ain't gonna be here forever, you know. So you don't want to have that destructive mindset, you know. You got to keep track of time and watch things, you know. The Lord tells us to watch for a reason. Looking for verse 12, looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So, you know, we hasten for the Lord to come, man. You know, we begging the Lord to come. We like, Lord, you know, come tomorrow. Like, you know, because sometimes you might be, let's say you get a promotion, you know, that's a good day or whatever. Let's say you found some money, you know, that makes you feel good, but you never want to feel comfortable here. Even if you have a business going on, you might have some money rolling through. You know, you don't want to make this place your rest, because it will surely pollute us, as we know. So you always want to have that. You always want to be on fire. Speaking of myself first and foremost. Ezekiel, we're going to go to chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse 9. And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Because what the Lord tells us, you know, I'm going to go verse 8, Salakia. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat what I give thee. And what did the Lord give thee? When I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of book therein. So in other words, eat the words, not literally, but, you know, consume it, you know, put it up on your inner parts. That's why it says, out of thy bellies flow living waters. So, you know, we need to be uttering edification. We need to be uttering the Lord's words, not a whole bunch of crap that all these Anunnaki people be doing, or Joe Rogan, or whatever podcast, or whatever folly, you know. We out of our bellies has to roll this roll, the living water. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. There was written therein lamentations, mournings, and woes. None of those three words are pretty much good days or good times, you know. That's straight evil, you know, bad times. You know, so in other words, we coming into second Ezra, you know, 15, 16, where people are gonna starve, they're gonna faint. They're gonna be mourning a lot more often and on another degree and level. I like to go to the book of Sirach. Sirach 5 verse 7, and it reads, make no terror to turn to the Lord. You know, so the spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy is not going to tell you. The spirit of prophecy wants prophecy to happen, you know. Although we understand everything's for a point in time, we got to be, we understand everything's for a point in time, we got to be patient, but we need these things to come so we can be in our right minds and our right bodies, you know, with the right people, the right spirits, because this is out of course. We can only take so much. You know, constantly folding, got to get back up, got to recharge, you know, but that's the spirit of the Lord, you know, enduring hardness as a good soldier. And putting that off for day to day. So in other words, don't be like a student in college, procrastinating. I'll do it tomorrow. Now you got an F in the class. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance, because the day of vengeance, and vengeance is of the Lord, you know. So payback is for Yahushua. That's why he doesn't even know the day he's coming, because when he comes, he gonna be more than ready, you know. So that day of vengeance It's gonna be payback. It's gonna be a wine pressing day. You know, the Lord's gonna come back, and all these wicked people, spirits, are gonna be ripe grapes. And Lord, well, I'm not a part of that. You know. Going to 1 Thessalonians. It's the classic, real popular, but for for good reasons. Bear with me as I get it. Bear with me, Babushah. 1 Thessalonians 5, starting at verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then shall destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman. But brethren, ye are not in darkness, but that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light, and the children of light, we are not the children, Salakia, and the children of the day. Let me reread that. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day, we are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep and do others, but let us watch and be sober. So the point is really in verse 4. But brethren are not in darkness, that they shall overtake as a thief, you know, because these days are coming, they're dark, you know, spiritually, you know. It might be light out, but it's going to be pure hell, you know. People going to wish that they could go to sleep and it was a dream and they could wake back up and it was peace and safety. They shall scream peace and safety, and suddenly shall destruction fall upon them. I'm going to end off with this verse right here. Lord, one this lesson was edifying, because these are the holy conversations we're supposed to be having, you know. It is these lessons. That's why, you know, it's pushed out that we gotta be doing these lessons, you know, on the volume that we do it, because this is kind of a conversation, you know. You realize that when you're doing camp, you know, although you're on camera, you know, you're prophesying, you know, to the people that might be on the highways and byways, but it's like you're having a conversation within your brethren about what's going on. You know, you land backing off a brother. He drops something, you drop something. Y'all boys going bar for bar through the spirit. That's what they do in the rap studios, right? They talking, but it's not godliness. You know, that's what they doing in, you know, in a lot of professions. But it's not edification. Edifying, going to building up. Amos 5:8. Seek him that maketh this. That's not what I wanted. Amos 8:5. That's what I wanted. 18, that's what it was. Salaki, Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what is the end for you? For the day of the Lord is darkness and light. So you got a lot of people like to talk about, you know, Jesus is coming, da 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 da, like it's a Santa Claus story. You know, that's why everything is for a joke in the society. You know, they got the false name, they got the false image. So that's putting off a false vibration. No one's fearing an Edomite man with long curly hair as a woman. You know, especially with the doctrine that these people push out, you know, making it seem like it's the Lord, you know, Yahweh Shai. And as you study these words, you could literally feel the vibration and understand the power, you know, that comes with it. You know, Allah Shaja, you know, one of the former titles, you know, being terrible demon-like power, you know. So he can make shit happen, and he will make shit happen, you know. So if you have the Santa Claus fairy tale in your mind, and you're not doing the work, and you're not of the elect, woe unto you, you know, destruction unto you. Because there's a saying, expectation ruins like reality. I'm saying it wrong, but here I'll give an analogy or an example. Pretty much, if you have high expectation of something to come or something to be, you know, you like shit's going crazy, but you like, you know, Jesus gonna save me. You know, you a pork chop eating pastor, and you know you're not right, but Jesus gonna save me. Da 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 da, wiping your pork chop lips, you know. Your expectations are so high that when you realize it doesn't happen, and you actually get messed up, like now you're in distraught. You know, now you destroyed. you know, literally. But Lord willing, this is edifying, straight to the point. Don't want to ramble on more. The ones supposed to G-Mess, giving our honor and glorification to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Stay on fire.